it's Hayes, and in today's video, as you can see by the title, we're going to be ranking, I was going to say all of, but it's definitely not all of, most of the ships that I decided to pick out to make this tier list maker chart from Miraculous Ladybug. So I've done this before, ages ago. It was before I hit 1,000 subscribers. So it was a long time ago, and that was between seasons 3 and 4 was when I started my channel. It's been a while. Most of you won't have seen that video and it's probably cringe, so please don't go watch it. Did I delete it? Actually, I think I might have deleted it. Anyway, I've done it before, is the point I'm trying to make. Obviously my opinions have changed since between seasons 3 and 4 to now between seasons 5 and 6, whenever that's arriving, because who knows at this point, because I have no idea. So I made this tier list maker. I will link it down below. Feel free to pause now and do it yourself or join in at the same time as me, but I've basically gathered, this is who I gathered. I've only included one adult ship wherever they, did I not? Oh yeah, Gabriel and Natalie. I could have gone in and been like Gabriel with Miss Bustier. What? I don't think they've spoken. I was about to say, have they ever actually spoken to each other? They have, very briefly. But I didn't want to, we'd be here forever, and just some of these people, like, they don't interact a great deal. So I could have gone for ages, gone in and been like, Adrian with Kim, Adrian with Max, Adrian with Ivan, Adrian with Alex, Adrian with Sabrina, you know. There are loads of possibilities. So I tried to pick what I thought were the most popular ships, or the most talked about what ifs. But I've definitely missed some. I won't have them all. So if you want to know what I think of person with person, leave it in the comments and I will tell you there. However, the only kind of rules I went into with this was no Kwamis, whether that was a Kwami with a Kwami like Tiki and Plague, or a Kwami with a human like Tiki and Marinette as a relationship, because no. And also no ships that I would count as illegal. For example, an adult and a child, Gabriel and Marinette. Illegal is not on here. I'm not doing it. If you ask me in the comments what I think between an adult and a child, I'll just delete the comment. Okay, because no, we're not about that, alright? And our tiers are OTP, one true pairing, obviously. The next tier is Love It, so not my absolute favourite, but I still like it. The middle is like the meh, like I don't hate it. If it happened, I'd be fine. But if it doesn't happen, I'll be fine. Next up we have Sink, obviously shipping. I hope the ship sinks. And then finally we have Drown. Hate it, awful. Everyone on the ship should crash, they should all drown. And also please ignore the sound of my laptop slowly overheating in the background of this video. It really enjoys doing that at the minute. Anyway, so I think that's all I have to say, other than this is of course all my own opinion. I don't expect any of you to 100% share where I put these rankings. If any one of you does, I will be incredibly shocked, but I'm not expecting you to, so if you disagree with me, that's totally fine. Just please be respectful about it in the comments. So we're gonna start off strong. Gaby Baby and Queen Natalie, OTP. It definitely got a bit toxic between them during season 5, but honestly I think I kind of stopped shipping it a bit in season 5. Season 3 and a bit of season 4, Gabe Nath, and also the end of season 2. That kind of era of Gabe Nath was my absolute jam. They were like the season 3 finale, oh my god, them together in the episode Ladybug. Exquisite, loved it. Another ship I absolutely adore, Chloe and Luca. I know they've literally only spoken once, it was during Miracle Queen, and Luca didn't even respond because of like the trance he was in. But I think this ship is so stinking cute. I love it, I adore it. I have been meaning to, I haven't got round to it though, write a fan fiction with them together in, because I just think it would be adorable. They're great. Honestly, I think Luca, I ship Luca with everyone in the show, all the kids in the show. Apart from my sister, obviously. Because like, it's cute. I think Luca is the best for everyone. He's amazing. I love Luca. However, conversely, where did I put them? I also had to use some fan art for this because I just went pictures of people together, so I'm sorry about that. But if you know who drew this fan art, then please let them know and I will thank them personally. In Love It, we're gonna put Zoe and Luca. I do like this, I like it, and the reason why people ship them, even though they haven't really interacted, is because the ice cream Luca got has the turquoise, like Zoe's hat, and the pink on it, like the streak in Zoe's hair. So everyone's like, ooh, is there maybe? So, I don't know, I do like it, but without seeing them interact a bit more, I'm not sure. I don't know what they'd be like together, like their dynamic or whatever, but I do really like it. Now, one I hate, gonna put in Drown, Ladrian, before anyone comments, because I see this all the time. They're just the same two people. I understand they're the same two people, however, depending what disguise they are in, what clothes they are wearing, the relationship dynamics between them is very different. Okay, I know they're the same people, but I'm talking about the Ladrian dynamic specifically. The reason I don't like it is because Ladybug is just like, oh, you're so perfect, and Adrian's like, no, you're so perfect, and they just kind of smile at each other. And it's just really boring. So I'm like, no. Let's do the rest of the love square. Adrianette, yes, yes, and more yes. However, didn't enjoy it so much during season 5. Like, pretty much I stopped enjoying it from the moment they got together, which I know sounds silly, but it just got so boring. So I'm like, they need to do something to make this interesting again, because otherwise I'm going to be bored out of my mind. Right, where are the rest of you? I know I put them in. Oh, there we go. Lady Noir. I do love Lady Noir, and I think I miss the kind of flirty relationship, which, don't get me wrong, I'm glad they don't flirt anymore, since, you know, they're in a relationship in the civilian form and they don't know. I get it. However, that doesn't mean I don't miss it. Like, I'm glad they're not doing it, because that would be like emotional cheating on your significant other. I'm glad they don't do it. However, I do miss the dynamic that they had prior to that, so that's sad. Although, that being said, at the start of season 4, Cat Noir was still flirting with Ladybug, even though he was dating Kagami, which, you know, is a thing that happened. And where is the final one? Where's the final? I'm just blind. Don't worry, I'm blind. Where's? Did I not include Marishat? What is wrong with me? Am I just stupid? I'm probably stupid. Editing me is probably screaming at the screen right now. So we'll just move on from that, and we're also going to put in OTP, Luca and Adrian. Now, I love this ship in actually no, I'm sorry, love it. I love this ship, but I don't actually want it to happen. I think it's adorable, and if Marinette didn't exist, I'd be like, absolutely, let's do it, let's go for it. I think it would be amazing. But as it stands, no. Like, for me, Marinette is the one for Adrian, but if Marinette died or just didn't exist in the first place, then Luca, absolutely, that would be my absolutely top pairing for the show. But because Marinette is just so perfect for Adrian, I'm like, no, no thank you. Another one I absolutely adore is Zoe and Marinette. I don't want them to get together, again, because Marinette and Adrian, perfect for each other, but I think this ship is so heckin' beautiful. I'm actually, I think, making a video about it next week, about Zoe-Net. I love the idea of it, and adoration, the way Zoe confesses to Marinette. I think it completely overshadowed Marinette telling Adrian she loved him, because that scene was a bit rubbish in comparison. I was like, Zoe, that was so much better. However, them meeting, I liked their first meeting, it was nice and sweet, but I never got the feeling Zoe had feelings for Marinette. Until adoration, really. I know everyone was like, oh, but Zoe smiled at Marinette. And I'm like, okay, well, whilst that can be a sign, it's usually in conjunction with other things. I'm sure you've smiled at loads of people. That doesn't mean you're in love with them. I smile at my postman. I'm not in love with him. Although, side note, postman, every single time I open the door to you to get a parcel and you flirt with me, my mum can hear every single thing you're saying, and it's actually really embarrassing. So please, could you stop? Thanks. Right, up next, Adrian and Lila. I'm gonna put it in there because whilst I don't ship it, from a plot point of view, I actually think it could be really interesting for Adrian to date her, even if he's not like super into it, doesn't have like strong feelings for her. I just think it could be an interesting plot point. You know what I mean? Like, I don't mind if it never happens, but I'm also like, oh yeah, I think, yeah, I don't mind it. You know what I mean? Now, up next, Ivan and Mylène. Yes, OTP. They are adorable together, of course, the couple that kick-started the start of the show. amazing. They got together in Origins, didn't they? And they're just so cute together. Which one is it? It's in Zombie Zoo, right? So the kissing other people is part of the Akuma. So I love at the end, in the Miraculous Ladybug scene, they kiss each other, then the Miraculous Ladybugs go by, and then they do it again just because they're in love. I thought it was amazing. I love them, I love them. Now another side pairing. I'm gonna put it in there. I love Mark, you know I love Mark, however, I think my son deserves better than Nathaniel. Nathaniel is annoying and whiny, and whilst I think they go together well as a couple because he is a writer, Nathaniel is an artist, it works well together. He's just so annoying. So I think my son deserves better. I think he deserves to be happy with someone else. So yeah, it's nothing against Mark. That placement is entirely against Nathaniel. Now another one I'm going to put in there is Kagami and Felix. I don't hate the pairing, however, I do find it a little bit strange, more so on Kagami's part. Because first of all, Felix is her ex-boyfriend's cousin, and I don't think there's anything technically wrong with dating the cousin of your ex-boyfriend. However, I definitely do think it's a step weirder when that cousin looks exactly the same as your ex-boyfriend. If I was Felix, I'd be like, she dated me because she likes me? She dated me because I look like her ex? Is she dating me because I've got the Peacock Miraculous and could snap her out of existence? I'd be having a crisis about my relationship on a daily basis. So I do think it's cute, I think it's sweet, and I'd like to see where it goes forward, since Tomoe seems to be one of the more major villains. Like, I know she has been kind of a villain throughout the show since we met her, but like, seems like she's stepping up a level from what we know of season 6 so far. So I'm interested, but I'm just like, if I was Felix, I'd be concerned. Goals. Another one, OTP, Kim Max. I started shipping this because of one of my moderators, Telly. They also do most of the fan art. My current audio fic, nobody else, which does feature Kim and Max in a relationship. I never considered it before, but I'm like, yeah. He convinced me and I was like, yeah, it's amazing. Another one we're gonna put up there, Rose and Julika. Oh my god, yes, yes, and more yes. They are so stinking cute. I just wish in general, for all the LGBTQ plus couples we have in the show, that they got to show it more. I understand it wouldn't get shown in certain countries or they just cut the scene out, and I'm just kind of like, I don't care. At this point, I'm just like, I don't care. Just do it, just go for it. Right, what should we do next? One other one I don't mind, Lila and Chloe. I think this could be quite effective to manipulate Chloe more, although I don't particularly trust this writing team, and with, you know, like villains and stuff, I really feel like if it's an adult villain, they know what they're doing. If it's a child villain, they're like, ha ha ha, they're just a terrible person. I don't particularly feel they're as good at child villains, so I love the idea of it, but not in the hands of the current writing team. I run a book talk account on TikTok. I talk about books and stuff, and a lot of what I say a lot of the time is I liked the idea of it, but the execution wasn't there, and if someone else had had that idea, like, it would have been better in their hands, basically. I say that quite frequently. Which maybe it's a little bit mean, but I also don't really care, so there's that. Up next, Adragami. Drown. Drown it now. I hate this ship. You all know I hate this ship. Ugh, I don't like Kagami, although she's definitely grown on me. She's still not my favourite. I don't think she'll ever be my favourite because she reminds me of one of my high school bullies. But this relationship was just odd to me. I really felt like Kagami was more of in love, or at least had feelings for, I'm not sure if she loved Adrian, had feelings for the idea of Adrian rather than like who he actually was as a person, if that makes sense. Like, I don't particularly feel like her feelings for him were really genuine. Maybe you disagree, but I was just a bit like, I feel like she was just like, oh, you're perfect, like everyone else is. I don't know, plus as well, when they broke up in lies, don't get me wrong, Adrian had led her on, she should be angry with him, she should be hurt, but then you don't shove someone against the wall. And I still remember the amount of hate comments I got for calling that out in the show, and I was like, why is it okay for her to do that? You wouldn't be happy if Adrian had done it to her, so why is it okay for her to do it to him? Still don't get it. And where's the opposite of the ship? Did I already do Luke and it? Oh no, it's there. Luke and it. I don't mind it. Like I said, I like Luca with pretty much everyone in the show, apart from his sister and all the children. I think he'd be great with all the kids in the show. He's just wonderful, amazing. And if Adrian wasn't in the show, I'd be down for this, largely because Luca is pretty much Adrian. I remember getting into an argument with someone in Cartoon Apocalypse's Discord server and they were like, Luke is just a blue head version of Adrian, and I was like, oh my god, you don't say. That's because that's what Luke is rolling. To be like the replacement for Adrian for Marinette. Obviously. God. Some people say things and I'm just like, that was the idea anyway. Another one I hate, Felix and Marinette. I don't like it. I am so glad they switched Adrian out for Felix. I just, it wouldn't have worked. I know there's the popular fanfics around it and I'm just like, I'm sorry, I can't even read them because to me it's just like, doesn't work, don't want to go near it, absolutely not, no thank you. It's just, like, I know enemies to lovers happens all the time. I read Hermione fanfiction, you'd think I'd be used to it. However, Hermione is definitely not the same as Marinette. It just would not work with Marinette's personality. No, absolutely not. Another one that we can sync would be Felix and Lila. This just wouldn't work and I don't particularly think they'd be compatible either. The way Ladybug and Cat Noir's relationship works, and Gabriel and Natalie's as well, up until season 5, is that the other one is always willing to help the other person. Even if one of them is in charge, they're willing to help. Whereas Lila and Felix both want to be in charge, so they'd be constantly trying to one-up each other. It'd just be awful and toxic. So whilst I think it'd be interesting to see, I don't really ship it at all. Another one, Adrian and Alia. Why? Like, no. Who ship who? Ugh. Another one I don't mind though is Marinette and Alia. I think it would be so stinking cute. I would love that, but since I think Nino is so perfect for Alia, I just don't think it would work, and I've also missed Alia and Nino off this. What's wrong with me? Right, we're gonna put Marishat here as well as DJ Wi-Fi here. Okay. Okay. Marinette and Nathaniel. Sync. Don't like it. Nathaniel, whiny. Get him out of the show, replace him. Ooh, no. Disgusting. Hate it. Chloe and Adrian. Also dislike intensely. Not as intensely enough to drown the ship, but no. To me, when I kind of write stuff about Adrian and Chloe, they're more of like siblings because of the way they've grown up with each other. Growing up, it sounds like they were the only two people who could kind of understand what it was like to be in their lives. So to me, they're more of siblings than ever love interests. I always find it kind of creepy in like season 1, especially when Chloe was always going after him and I'm like, no thank you, no. So to me, they're more of a sibling energy between them because they bicker a lot as well. It's just, they seem more like siblings to me personally. Right, who else is next? You know, Kim and Alex, I don't mind it. If Max didn't exist, which my moderator Telly will kill me for, I think Kim and Alex would be so stinking cute together. They got that kind of rivalry, but they don't hate each other. It's like a healthy rivalry. I think it's so stinking cute. Another one I think is cute though, Chloe and Sabrina, adorable. Plus they also kind of allude in Oblivio that they are kind of in a relationship, but not. So yeah, I think it'd be cute either way. Another one we're gonna drown though, Lila and Marinette. I can kind of get behind Adrian dating Lila, but not Marinette. No. Then Adrian and Nino. I'm gonna put it in sync. Not my favourite. I know a lot of people like it though. I just don't see them like that personally. To me, kind of like Nino, a bit like how Chloe is to Adrian. I feel like Nino is very much like Adrian's kind of like found family. It's one of like my favourite tropes in literature where you have your actual blood family and then maybe they'll get murdered or they hate you and they abandon you for whatever reason. Then you have a found family. You all know yourselves. You probably have a friend you've had for years who you kind of feel like they're your sibling or whatever because you're that close. I love this kind of trope in literature. I feel like that's what Nino is to Adrian. So I don't hate if they got together, but I'm just like, to me Nino is more of Adrian's brother and I love their friendship and I wish we got more lad-centric episodes, boy main character focus episodes, so we could see more of their relationship together. Because we do get it occasionally, but it's like, other than episodes like The Bubbler and Party Crasher, Adrian and Nino's relationship is largely just shown in the 1 or 2 lines they share with each other. In a similar vein, I'm gonna put Marinette and Kagami there. I feel like Marinette's role to Kagami is kind of like, again, as a bit like a sister who's trying to teach her about the world, kind of. Like to me, as someone who is autistic, I feel like Kagami is a bit like autism coded. I don't think he's written the best for being an autistic character, but that is kind of how I view her. And sometimes we just need someone who isn't autistic, which I don't view Marinette to be, to help us with what other people wouldn't struggle with, what neurotypical people wouldn't struggle with. And I feel like Marinette is that really good friend, almost like a sister to Kagami. So I know a lot of people ship it, and I don't hate it, but no. Then we have Marinette and Nino, drown, hate it, Animan, ooh, no, dislike, no, there's nothing you could say or do to convince me otherwise. And then Marinette in a roar. Sync? I don't know, this was a really popular one when I searched it, so I was like, huh, okay. So the ones I miss, DJ Wi-Fi and Marishat. Up here, DJ Wi-Fi, so cute, so adorable. I love them, I love their relationship. And maybe it sounds a bit strange, but I do like how in episodes like Rocketeer, they actually showed how insecure Nino got with their relationship, which, whilst it was difficult to watch because I think they're such a cute couple together, I liked that they showed something like that, and I hope we get more of that in the future. Like, we don't get that with Adrianette, which is why I feel like it's gone a bit boring now they've got together. We need kind of like an episode or a couple of them like that for Adrian and Marinette. Like, DJ Wi-Fi is still interesting to me, even though we don't see it all the time. So Adrianette needs to do the same. As to Marishat, yes, I know, they're the same two people as in the other ships, but the Marishat ship is just different, the dynamic between them, because Adrian is a lot more confident in this, and so is Marinette, because she's basically speaking to her best friend, her partner, who she knows will come and save her if she's in trouble. So she feels a lot more confident around them, and Adrian can see what she's actually more like, which is what I was really hoping they do in the show. I didn't actually want Marishat to get together, but I wanted Adrian to be able to fall for Marinette, like as the person he sees she is when he comes to visit her as Cat Noir. You know, like it could have been so cute and sweet, and they just didn't do it. But anyway, besties, that is the full ranking chart. I will leave the picture here so you can have one last look at it. Of course, I would love to know where you ranked everyone. Who did you agree with me on? Who did you disagree with me on? And if there's any other ships you would like me to ask me about, then go for it, because I definitely missed off more than Marishat and DJ Wi-Fi. I don't know what's wrong with me. I swear, I definitely forgot about DJ Wi-Fi, but I swear Marishat was on the list. I definitely missed off DJ Wi-Fi. I don't know why, because I got the rest of the couples that are already together. But Marishat was on the list. I don't know what happened. But anyway, besties, that was the full ranking video. Let me know what else you want to rank. I don't really think we can rank anything else apart from... I still haven't ranked the season 3 episodes. Yeah, I know, and then the Akumas as well. Still haven't done it. I know, I'm sorry. Terrible. I'll do it one day. Anyway, I'd love to know what you think, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!